Um, here's a question for you, and I think this is really, really important in the mindset of the business owner. Since you came from the hiring side and the HR side, with the business sense and so on, when does a business owner actually decide that it is time to hire? Is it because they've got the things in place, or they're projecting future growth or future
Yeah.
challenges down the road? I mean, I know that's always a scary thing, and I think business owners tend to lean on the I'm not gonna hire yet versus yes, let's hire.
Yeah. Yes. And that first hire is always the scariest, right? Like that's um but I think that a lot of business owners, myself included, right? Like we're
Right.
like, oh, I'll just do it. I can do it. I can take on more. Oh, I'm working 80 hours. What's 85? Like
What's a few more?
it's
Saturday. What do you mean take that off?
exactly. And it's also like a sense of pride in some ways. And like, oh, you're not working on Thanksgiving. What are you doing? You must be failing, right? So, um, I think that's something that we have to be willing to give things up to, because if we're not, then the new hire isn't going to succeed either. And you're going to be a
Mm,
terrible boss. Like there's just, you want to be somebody that somebody wants to work for. And so making it easy for them to do their job. And I think business owners can fall into two categories. They either are a micromanager in the sense of like, okay, well, I'm going to give you this to do, but I need to check in with you every 10 minutes and make sure that it's still happening and that we're doing it the way that I would want it done, like that kind of management. Or they're just like, oh, you did this kind of project, 10 years ago. Here, I'm just going to dump it on you. You figure it out. And we really need to be somewhere in the middle on this, and making sure that we're giving enough freedom to the new person that they can kind of learn and figure it out on their own. And we want them to want to figure it out on their own. There's nothing more annoying than somebody asking you a question every 30 seconds that you're just like,
right.
Google exists, right? Like, can you do that? But we also need to provide them some support and some level of expectations of what do we expect to be happening? What is your job description? We can't just hire somebody and then be like, okay, well, just do all of the things that I'm not doing. Like that's unclear. So prior to hiring, knowing what you need done. What is it that, like, on day one, if they're just going to check your emails and manage your calendar for you, that's fine. But like having some, okay, well, this is how I like things to be scheduled. This is how I like to respond to emails. Just think through that ahead of time so that
Having
they
those
can.
standard procedures, right? Already
Yep.
built out. Is that what
Yeah,
you're kind of alluding
exactly.
to?
Yeah, like having. And then this happens, like especially in small business, right? Like job creep happens. And it happens. I'm not going to say that it shouldn't, because as people grow in your business, they're just naturally going to learn things and take on more things, and that's fine. But
Job
there's
creep.
this, yeah, but having this expectation that like that's not on day one, right? Like they can't come in on day one and know everything about your business and be able to give you all of the advice on how you
Oh
should
my
do
gosh.
things and all of the different systems, right? Give them some time to succeed, those little wins along the way, and then they can work their way into a bigger role. And that's
I
like
love it.
an EA kind of role. There's other ways that job creep can happen in other positions, but depending on what you're hiring for, if it's hire number one, a lot of times it is an EA, or it is another you with whatever you're doing, whatever your
Right.
fulfillment is. So,
So
just having reasonable expectations.
how do we decide financially or based on the numbers that we can decide or we can hire and I mean, I think that's always the thing that, they know that they're at a stress point and they want to hire, or they feel like, oh, I should hire because I really shouldn't be doing these things, right?
Mhm.
So those are in the mindset. But then when we look at the numbers from a financial side, what does that look like when we're looking at the numbers to see if that's a good time to hire?
Mhm.